And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Guys, a bit of breaking news coming from Heathrow Airport down in London, as the airport, one of the airport terminals has been locked down as armed police rush to the scene. Yes guys, as always, we are going to be breaking this down. We've got some video footage from the scene as well. That looks like an arrest being made, but a huge emergency response there. And we're hearing different theories coming out with regard to this story. But as always guys, we'll go through it together. We'll try and find out what has gone on and try and keep you up to date with what's happened. However, as always, guys, if you are watching this on a replay, it is a breaking news story, so things may change as this story develops or an investigation develops. But let's get into it, guys. Hit like, hit subscribe, and let's go for it. So as you can see guys, Heathrow Airport terminal locked down as armed police rush to the scene. Armed police have been deployed to London Heathrow Airport, with the airport confirming an incident. They were responding to an incident at the busy travel hub. Drivers and bus passengers trapped in the airport's Terminal 3 multi-storey car park have been told to remain in their vehicles. Heathrow tunnels are said to be closed, with LUL and Elizabeth lines suspended. In a statement, Heathrow said, "Our teams are currently responding to an incident involving the emergency services in the Terminal 3 multi-storey car park. Passengers are advised to allow extra time when travelling to the airport and to check with the airline for any queries," they added. In footage shared online, heavily armed police officers could be seen in the car park. An eyewitness also said that they had been seen at least half a dozen emergency vehicles racing down the M4 to the airport. Routes currently affected by this incident include the 105, 111, 278, 285, SL9, AU10, SL7 and the U3. So that's all we've got in terms of what the media are saying. GB News, of course, fairly reputable, or are reputable, should I say, reporting this so far. But when we get over to X, guys, we've got some video footage here of the scene, and we've got something that we're going to be watching just now.
I should have called the police. I knew something was going on. Down the bottom, mate. Gun.
That's what we got. Don't go on, just heard the challenge coming in down here.
This could be it. Coming back up.
Now that delivers a little context, but let's go through this a little bit more. I think this guy's put some more on his thread. What's this video saying? More footage from the scene.
Yeah, the police are basically shutting down. They're trying to look for someone. Jellyfish or something. Yeah.
Oh shit. Ah, fuck. ChatGPT. Yeah, so that looks like they're looking for somebody there. Let's try and dig into a little bit more context on this story. You're seeing a lot of footage, of course, come out. And this is an individual being arrested at the scene here as well. So it looks like they found their person. So that's an individual getting arrested. But in terms of context, guys, we still don't know. Of course, investigations will be ongoing. Someone said something about Sky News. I'm going to have a look at their reports in a second. But let's see what's been said. Armed officers swarmed Heathrow with multiple arrests and cars being searched outside Terminal 3's multi-storey car park. Roads to the airport were blocked and trains disrupted, causing chaos for travellers. Heathrow confirmed emergency services are responding and updates are incoming. So in terms of the actual context of what's happened, what's going on here, we don't really know. We just know it's a serious incident. So the Grog check says major incident declared at Heathrow Airport. Heavy presence of armed police and emergency services focused on Terminals 2 and 3 car park. Heathrow tunnels closed and rail services suspended. Reports of detention and vehicle searches reports of detentions and vehicle searches cause remain unconfirmed by police. Airport, avoid the area and check with your airline. So that's all we know. All we've got really to add to it is there's been a lockdown, there's been an armed police response. We've just seen some of the video footage there. And we've seen this video footage of this guy being arrested. But as for what it is, we still don't know. That was Heathrow's latest update. So, yeah, I mean, it's been going on for a little while. And certainly a scary one. It must be serious if there is this heavy, this armed police response as we just seen. Dozens of emergency service vehicles as well swarming through. Let's have a little look at Sky News quickly. Someone said Sky News here. There we go. Okay. So let's go through here. So this is what we've got. We've got a bit more context on what's happening here thanks to this sort of live coverage thing. So emergency services at Terminal 3 Story Car Park, Heathrow said. That's what we've already gone through. We already know. We already know about the road closures. And we've got to this point where we see the arrest. So we've seen the armed police on the scene. The images show police, including armed officers, gathered around a police van. At least one person wearing a hooded coat looks to be detained. And then they said, we'll bring you more as we get it. And this was only 18 minutes ago. So things are developing very, very quickly. One man arrested after a number of people sprayed with a form of pepper spray. Okay, here we go. We've got some more context here from the Met Police. So the Metropolitan Police said a number of people were sprayed with a form of pepper spray at London Heathrow's airport earlier today. One man has been arrested on suspicion of assault. This is the force's statement. Police are in attendance at Heathrow Airport while we investigate the circumstances around the assault of a number of people. This morning, officers were called at 8:11 to a multi-storey car park at Terminal 3 following reports of multiple people being assaulted. A number of people were sprayed with what is believed to be a form of pepper spray by a group of men who then left the scene. Armed response officers attended and arrested one man on suspicion of assault. He remains in custody and inquiries continue to trace further suspects. London ambulance services attended and the victims were taken to hospital. Their injuries are not believed to be life-changing or life-threatening. There is currently some disruption to traffic in the area of Terminal 3. Okay, so we've learned more there. We've learnt more. So what's been said now is, of course, that it looks like a group of people were just going up to people and pepper spraying them, which is, of course, assault, and one person has been arrested, other people have fled the scene. I mean, does that warrant the response, I suppose, there with the armed police? I suppose that they didn't know what was going. In terms of the treatment for those affected, the London Ambulance Service have said it was still responding to significant incident at Heathrow Airport. It said there was a full deployment of services at the incident was declared at around 8:40 a.m. this morning. Treatment of those affected by the reported assault is ongoing. Sky News understands with the injuries sustained, though thought to be serious or life-threatening. So they're not life-threatening or serious. Now we're seeing the fire brigade turn up, so firefighters remain at the scene. The London Fire Brigade has also released a statement after the incident at Heathrow Airport. A spokesperson said, "We were called at 8:14 a.m. today to assist emergency service colleagues at an incident near Terminal 3 at the Heathrow Airport. Firefighters remain at the scene." So that's all we've got. But I suppose we've learned quite a lot from the initial reports of the lockdown happening, and then, of course, hearing of the armed police gathering, seeing the arrest. We have now context of what has gone on. So one man arrested after a number of people sprayed with a form of pepper spray. So that's what's happened here by the looks of things. So yeah, there we go. That's it. We investigated it all together, ladies and gentlemen. That was pretty quickly, wasn't it? We did that pretty quick. In terms of their motive, we'll probably find that out a little bit later on, but be sure I'll keep you up to date if anything does happen or anything further does happen. But let's get into the live chat, guys. What do you make of this incident? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Let's have a look. Let the live chat catch up. A lot of people in the live chat. Troops, if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Help out. But that's what we know thus far. Give me a hell, give me a yeah. Sunshi says, I pray it was only pepper spray that they're spraying. Well, that's probably warrants what the armed police response was, right? The armed police obviously came in their numbers because, well, we've seen it before with different type of chemicals being thrown into individuals' faces, and then it obviously warranted that sort of response. Why they were doing this with pepper spray, or what's being reported, a form of pepper spray, I have no idea. We haven't got that level of information as of yet. It's a breaking story. However, again, we'll see. Pepper spray does not require armed soldiers. But to play devil's advocate with you, unprotected jets, they wouldn't have known that at first. So the initial reports were group of men spraying people in the face with, I don't know, they didn't say pepper spray, did they? They're throwing some form of liquid at their face. So obviously they're going to have to deploy the rightful response, because what could the spray be? It could be absolutely anything. So of course they need to deploy a level of response that warrants that. Exactly, and that's why they do go out with such a heavy hand, I suppose, and take it very, very seriously. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. Everything's going to get better, guys, very soon. For those of you that haven't watched in a little while, we are going to keep the live streams going. But the background, the detail, the quality is going up another level. Just bear with me. 6 more days. 6 more days. I'm really happy to be able to show off the studio. It's in work as we speak. The UK is cooked. Yeah, well, the UK, I mean, we do hear about these weird stuff. I mean, who's going about in that way? Who, again, you've seen the individual getting arrested there. You know what he looks like, and I don't like to sort of put it in that way. But, look, why? What was the purpose of doing that? Pepper spraying people on their way to the airport terminal. What's the point? Why? What is the issue? Why do we need to do that? Because liquids are easy to get past body armor, exactly, and could be anything that they're throwing. Exactly, that's why the armed police did respond just like that. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I've got for you. It does seem as though that's it, but if there's any further developments on this, more arrests, or if there was a different motive, or if it wasn't pepper spray, I will keep you up to date as the day goes on. But guys, as always, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more.